questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on for deep diving. Bandcamp's reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yo, big up. Hope you're all well. And yeah, I can't wait for this week to be over. It has been busy. We are here obviously for the Newcastle preview. Obviously our game tomorrow, kicking off tomorrow evening, 5:30 kickoff. And it's the fourth game in a crazy run of fixtures. So we had Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, and now we got Newcastle. So JC, how you doing, my guy?
I'm all good. I'm happy with I'm still really happy with our result against Man United, even though it took a wonder goal to get there. But I'm just happy, man. As I said, any point in this stupid run of games, I'll be happy with any game at all, because it feels like bonus points right now. Put it that way.
No, 100%. And any point right now, like you said, is a bonus, and it just helps us kind of stay away from that potential relegation scrap as well. So I'm not saying that that's where we're headed, but let's just hypothetically say we came out of these, was it 10 games or so? There's about 7 to 10 games, which are nuts, with 0 points. Like, it could have been a bit mad and stuff. I saw your the player ratings, which was pretty interesting. Obviously, I know you said that you thought Mateta had a good game. I was obviously had a different viewpoint, but I wanted to talk about the Elise one actually.
Okay.
I saw a couple 7s and stuff, and you know what is mad? Like, he could have easily got like a 3 or 4.
Well, I think I said in my player rating, I said he's getting a 7 purely from the free kick. He's getting a 2 or a 3 otherwise.
Because he was bad. The free kick was
but because the free kick was so good, yeah, that's +5 instantly. Yeah. Put it this way, Decore is so good, man. He's always going to get the top rating when it comes to player ratings. And I think definite honourable mentions for man of the match was Hughes, but I think we may have overhyped it a little bit just because we're so glad to see him actually in the team now that we're overrating him slightly. But I think Richards played very well. I think Mitchell had a better game than he normally has.
Yeah.
Because I think that, as Nate said, the bar's dropped on him now because the hype around him was mad. But ever since he come back from this red card, the hype's gone completely. So if anything, he's sort of got like a fresh start now.
Speaking of that hype, like to be fair, I think it all started from, you know, when he got injured at Leicester.
Yes.
Last season. And stuff. That was the game before the FA Cup semi-final, if memory serves me right. Yeah. From that moment, it was just like.
No, I think he went downhill ever since he got the England call up. You know.
Oh yeah, you've always said that. Yeah.
Because I still say it, because I still remember that video of him coming back into the tunnel after he's made his debut or his first England cap. And as he's walking down the tunnel, he's got Sterling round his arm, he's got Grealish round his other arm, he's got Bellingham up behind him saying, "Oh, you're great, man, you're going to go places." So he's already clocked out of Palace at that point, in my opinion. But I think the red card, him getting 3 games off, I think that was a big reality check that he needed.
And, you know, I also think it's also the rest he may have needed as well, you know.
Because he's the only left back in the club. Still.
Literally. It's crazy. Newcastle fan John Sinclair, I believe, should hopefully join us around 8 p.m. So up until then, obviously, like combined 11s and score predictions will sit tight and hold out for the meantime. I did obviously shout out Adam Pearson, who will probably link up with him tomorrow at some point, JC. Because obviously he did the predictions the first time round. So you know how we were trying to get them to do both games and stuff. So we'll take John's, and if Adam sends them through, then he sends them through. We'll use Adam's and such. But yeah, let's address a few comments before we actually talk about a very serious issue in the club at the minute. Right, so we got here. Yes, I know. Up the charity professional football club. He's got it right this time and stuff. But don't worry, we weren't very charitable on Wednesday. We did a decent job that day.
We were nearly charitable.
Oh my god, that Casemiro miss was. When I looked back, I was like, wait, what?
Do you know why? It's because you got his little mohawk on it.
Good lad. Good lad. Big up, Pat. Oh, he didn't call me Rich T today. Fair play to him. Big up the chairman.
It's coming now you said that.
Yeah, in capital letters as well. Big up, Luca. Listen, please, we can send our invoices to you in the post. You know, that United draw has helped your cause. Obviously, you look. Actually, in the chat, Luca, was you a Spurs fan yesterday? Just out of curiosity.
Did you see that clip of Robbie? Is that why you're asking?
No, because I was on the motorway pretty much the whole evening and stuff. So basically, like me and Brush went to go, Bobby K. He's traveled from Canada.
Yeah.
And so he was up in Enfield and that. So we went up to just go meet with them guys and stuff and watch them lose too and such. But it's interesting thought process that Arsenal fans were cheering on Spurs. Definitely will be a tough game against Newcastle 100%. Big up Louis Tidy. Yo, John Cena, it's been a minute.
We can see you now.
You can't see me. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Big up Manj. Oh, heads up, Manj has sent me the predictions, so he has got them in on time. I just haven't posted them yet. I'll get that sorted out and such. Rose looks so old.
Yeah, he's our resident Nigerian player right now.
Yeah, 100%. This is UK Pats. Let me start that. We'll come back to that obviously when it's the combined 11. Not gonna lie, starting to be myself in front of the cam. There you go. That's all it is, Like you just find yourself, and just enjoy what you do. Big up the editor in the back.
You're getting bigged up because you walked in front of the camera. She's just standing there like this.
I big up, yo. Big up, Seki. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Drop your thoughts on the Man United draw as well, Seki. Mr. Vibes FC. Listen, Tariq's in big trouble, boy. If you know, you know. And there it is. Big up Rich T. Listen, we've got important business to talk about regarding our club. Right, so I'm going to share screen. I know the Palace fan base have probably already seen the article from Ed Aarons. So just firstly, this is the Guardian article written by Ed Aarons. We are not taking any credit or anything like that. We're shouting out the writer of the article. Right. So.
You read it, please.
It is a long one. Now, obviously you must have seen, wait, can I get rid of this advert? Go away. You must have seen, obviously, this in the Homesdale end and such. Multi-club ownership, stock market gambling, Texter, we don't trust you. So Palace chairman Steve Parish falls out with club's biggest investor, John Texter. And Ed Aarons, why can't I get rid of the ad? Go away. Has written, so Crystal Palace's chairman Steve Parish and the club's biggest investor, John Texter, have fallen out despite the American increasing his stake to more than 40% when he completed his takeover of Lyon last month. The Guardian understands the pair have barely been on speaking terms in the weeks since Textor added the French club to a portfolio that includes stakes in Palace, the Brazilian side Botafogo, and RWD Molenbeek in Belgium. Textor is believed to have been left extremely disappointed by significant delays he faced in completing the 800 million deal for Lyon after Parish initially refused to allow him to switch his shares in Palace to his holding company, Eagle Football Holdings. That was required for the Premier League to approve his takeover, with regulations stipulating that if an owner wants to acquire a significant interest in a foreign club, they are obliged to notify the league through a dual interest notice. As of today, we have not yet obtained the consent of Crystal Palace and its shareholders, other than myself, which is a prerequisite for Premier League approval. Textor said in a statement on the 5th of December, "We have made significant progress over the past few days and believe we are on a good path to find an agreement in the next few days. It's understood that in exchange for the approval, which was granted more than a week later to allow his purchase of Lyon to go through on the 22nd of December, Textor agreed to pay 20 million for an unknown number of new shares that takes his holding in Palace beyond 40%. Now, here's the bit that was like, whoa. We have a lot to do in our club and welcome new people involved with Eagle Football, welcome the investment, and are really pleased with John," said Parish to Palace's website at the time. "But it doesn't really change anything for us. We're very focused on Palace. It doesn't change the governance, doesn't change the control structure, doesn't change what I do day to day." Stick a pin in that, by the way, because that's like, it's just mad how contradictory everything's going to sound. Right. Parish, who also sold an 18% stake in Palace to a consortium led by the US investors, them pagans, Blitzer and Harris in 2015, before Textor was announced as an investor, director, and fourth partner in August 2021. Is believed to own just over 10% of the club he helped to save from administration in 2010. The 57-year-old businessman continues to run the club and is the executive chairman of the managing company, which is in charge of the club, with the four partners having equal voting rights on the board. Palace declined to comment. It is understood that Textor, who attended Wednesday's draw against Manchester United with Michelle Kang, owner of the Washington Spirit women's side, has grown frustrated at Parish's hands-on approach and would like the club to show more ambition in the transfer market after a promising first 18 months under Patrick Vieira that included an FA Cup semi-final in his first season. Parish is believed to have met Textor on Thursday for the first time in weeks to discuss potential transfer targets. And I'll leave it as that. JC?
It's a lot to take in. So I think from that, the main thing you can take away is Parish is saying he don't want to be a part of this Lyon deal. He don't want to be a part of this multi-club plan that he's got. And I think that Parish don't like it. I think Parish initially wanted another an owner to come in with the intention of Crystal Palace is going to be my club. I'm going to put all my efforts into Crystal Palace. And you know what? As a director, as the owner of this club still, as someone that's actually a Palace fan, he knows what's the best for us. And I think that I'll always back Parish over Textor just because of what he's done for us in the past. I think Harris and Blitz are just, they're just pagans. They just take money if and when they can. But with this, I don't know, it's sort of written a little bit like they're trying to turn the fans on Parish a bit. And I'm not really sure how I feel about it because of some new information. I'm not sure if it's all legit, but I've heard rumors from people that I know in the club.
Yeah. So let's just drop that allegedly off the back.
From people that I've heard, that I know, that I used to coach with and stuff like that. Apparently the money's just not there. And Textor wants to take a loan out to go and be adventurous in the transfer market. And Parish is turning this down straight away and saying, I'd rather not sign anyone and go back into debt again. Put in the comments what you think, but if I'm really honest, I back Parish here because we know what happens when Palace goes into debt. We go into debt, we think we're going to go up a little bit, make some more money, but guess what? It never happens that way. And I think that we saved up so much of Aaron's money to clear off our COVID debts. I don't want to have another season where we're going to have to sell one of our best players just to clear our debt again.
No,
but all allegedly.
Yeah, and stuff. Obviously, it's not a good look anyway, publicity-wise, because especially that obviously that Guardian article from Ed Aarons, it kind of shows that there's proper problems behind the scenes, which already puts us in a problem. You know, right now we should be focusing on strengthening the squad. We have a manager has, I think every time he sat down for a press conference, he's mentioned
we need players.
You know, and now obviously you've got this little bit of a tiff between Parish and Techstar. God knows what the other two are doing in all this, and it's just not looking good. And let's see, we are on the 20th, so yeah, as UK Pat says, we're literally 11 days off. We have 11 days.
Well, remember what I said before the window even opened. We're going to wait until the last week, and we're going to do some crap on deadline day. Guarantee it.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's also scary, you know, because let's look at this Newcastle game. We run our socks off on Wednesday night, all right, and we deserved the point. I mean, obviously, if had Casemiro sorted out his feet, he could have won it for them. Had Wilf sorted out his feet, you know, same thing, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm thinking about the squad tomorrow, and I'm thinking we're going to have to change the team around again. You know, because when you deep it, Wednesday night, so Thursday, Friday, that's 2 days rest. I guess the fortunate thing is a 5:30 one. So let's hypothetically say 3-day rest, you know. But even with that, I'm sure there'll be little niggles in there because like we worked incredibly hard Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have the squad depth to just be like, yeah, let's change this round and we'll be happy to like get the same sort of quality.
Yeah, and also when we played Newcastle at their place, that 0-0 draw, we defended our asses off. We ran like no one's business, and it's physically not feasible for our players to do that again. So there's no doubt in my mind that we're not going to play as well as we did against United because their energy is not going to be there. Like, I think I watched Zaha's Instagram story today, and he just had a picture of him and Chet Decore, and I'm guessing most other people in the squad all having ice baths. Like they're just trying to repair the muscles, man.
Yeah.
I bet you they're not even going to train. I bet you it's just going to be some not like little tactic work.
Yeah, it'd be tactical. Yeah.
Touching the ball and then just doing ice baths to repair the muscles, man. Like
100%.
it's just trying to speed up recovery so that they can go and play as well as they can in the next game. And as you said, the best way to have these games is rotate the squad. But guess what? We've got a first team, and that's it. We don't even have a first team, really. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because that's never certain. Like we've not had a settled first team, which is crazy, you know. Which like makes me think with this game. Listen, if we go part the bus, I don't care. I don't care. Let's go part the bus. If we can nick another point, I'll be extremely happy.
Oh, of course, mate. I'll take up. As I said, bonus points in this run.
Yeah.
Any point is bonus. You see what Newcastle are doing? They don't concede. They don't.
It's mad, isn't it? It is mad. They're yeah. I mean, I guess the only plus side, United didn't concede much either. To be fair, they had a spell, so like, hopefully we can do a decent job. So yeah.
But in a way, we sort of do have one fresh player, and that's Eze. because he didn't start,
Good point.
which could be a big game changer for us because with everyone else being a little bit tired and Eze not being tired because he only played about 10, 15 minutes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He'll be full of energy, and we know what happens when he's raring to go and he starts dribbling. If he's got the energy and he's dribbling and he's doing 1-2s with Michael or Zaha, he can break down a Newcastle defence. I have no doubts about that. If he's on it, he can break down any defence. But
yeah,
we don't know. We'll see what happens.
This is it. And listen, we're under no illusions how difficult this game's going to be. I was just thinking like, let me address some comments firstly because that Vibes just took me, he took me right off there. Right. So from the road before, I think he was responding when he said, "Will Hughes looks old." So it's because you're only 15.
You know he's 27.
Who's that? Hughes,
Hughes.
yeah. He looks like a proper granddad, doesn't he? I'll take the draw 100%. Will Richards start again? He has to. He has to. You know. Vibe saying here, 8 likes, 10 watching. Don't be a wallad. Wallad, hit the like. Because Rich for future reference, cool people wallad and the likes go up. Appreciate that, Vibes. Yeah, just looking at obviously Newcastle's squad, like Trippier is one of the ones that springs to mind because you saw against crosses were not the best. You know, we always find that we struggle against that, and he's really good at that. Obviously, Almiron's had a brilliant season. Obviously, thanks to Jack Grealish.
No thanks.
I don't know what
he always scores against us anyway. So now he's playing well. It's not going to be good.
It's not looking good, you know. Then when you look at when you look at that, whether it's Wilson or Isak, could be any of them.
Well,
and then
guess
defensively,
what? Isaac's just come back from an injury, so you know what he's going to do. He's going to score against us.
yeah, because he scored against Fulham, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored on his game back. He's a good player as well. They spent 65 million on him, so he's not going to be no slouch.
Yeah, he's a good player.
And I think Arteta wanted him at Arsenal as well. So
yeah,
it must be a good player.
This is it. So they've got lots of threats everywhere, but then like as JC was saying, like they rarely concede. You know, Burns had an excellent season. Botman's been brilliant.
Shaw, Pope.
Yeah.
They've just got great players.
You know,
I think the only weakness in that whole back line is probably the left back. Because they play Burn out there sometimes. They play Burn out there mostly.
Okay, gotcha.
Target's there, but he doesn't play as much as Burn plays.
But even at left back, Burns done all right.
Yeah, Burn's no slouch. Let's be real. Burn ain't no slouch because he's a centre back was playing left back, and
yeah,
Arsenal were top of the league playing Ben White, who's a centre back at right back. So
yeah,
and then they just got the left back bombing on.
100%.
So it's Eddie Howe and Arteta are playing similarly because they've got the 3 centre backs, and the left back will go up or the right back will go up, and they switch to a 3 at the back. It's very well thought out.
Yeah, 100%. You know what, Jason? Let's pick our 11 actually. Hopefully John Sinclair will be here in the next 5 minutes or so we get a proper, real Newcastle perspective. I mean, I thought that was him.
Awesome. Can we see this? Yeah, we can.
Cool. So with this 11, I guess let's try and pick as. Should we do it as who we would want to see or who should start? Yeah, who should start? Let's do it as who should start.
I think Gaeta's just gotten a new deal, so why not?
Yeah.
Really, and I think he made some good saves the last couple games, so I wouldn't be upset with this.
Yeah.
I'm going Mitchell at left back.
Yeah, I wouldn't even change the back 5.
All right.
Big up Martin just announcing himself. I'm here. How good was Chris Richards, by the way?
He had a shaky first couple, but he really made up for it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where we start making decisions. I'm going Will Hughes again.
I wouldn't change it.
He made a very good case for himself.
Yeah, I agree.
Will Hines.
Will Hines.
Here's
where I'll make the face change. I think Eze needs to come back in.
As we said, the only fresh player in our starting 11 right now.
Now we've got a decision to make.
Daddy, I want to hug.
Cool, then.
All right. So while Rich does fatherly duties, we're going. In my opinion, we're going.
If you see the popcorn that's on the floor right now, I'm trying to hold it together. Nev, no, can you put it on the plate, please, girl? Yeah, put it on the plate, please. Sorry, God.
I'm doing this, and I'm stuck on the right winger. I really am.
I'm so torn.
Because Ayew makes a very good case for himself for defending, and we're going to need defenders today. Because Zaha tracks back very well, and that's very underrated in his game. Eze doesn't. Let's be real. Eze don't. Michael, he don't either, but Ayew does.
And in this game, we can't allow their fullbacks to bomb forward because they're good at that.
And also, we do look very threatening going forwards with Ayew because I don't know how, but he can just link up play. He'll drive with the ball. He'll get fouls. He's the most unlethal guy in front of goal I've ever seen. But he will make chances out of nothing. It makes no sense why Ayew's that good at it.
And then miss the ball.
Yeah. And then like once every 20 years, he'll score a goal like he did against West Ham at home. An absolute screamer. Like Rabona, 2 touches and then a little dink over the keeper.
This was really hurting my head. I don't know.
Put in the comments. Because I'm leaning more towards Ayew. I'm not going to lie to you.
But what if he starts Ayew up top and drops Edouard?
No. Edouard makes a nuisance of himself. He'll make a nuisance of himself to the centre-backs. Ayew's not a nuisance to centre-backs.
Yeah. But his hold-up plays all right when he plays up top.
I'll put it this way. I reckon the only way we're going to get the ball to the striker against Newcastle is hoofing it.
Yeah.
And Ayew ain't jumping for... He'll jump for it. He always does. But he's just not tall enough. And Edouard's, 6'2", 6'3"? So he's going to be... They're going to have to put someone to mark him. Even if he's playing... Like, same thing with Benteke. He was so dead, but you just couldn't leave him free.
Yeah.
So he took a man. He took a centre-back, no matter what. Even though he never scored. The first person I saw was Ayew. 3 assists in 900 games. Yeah, exactly. That is Ayew. That is Ayew in a nutshell. 799 people get spun, but the 800. I'm going Ayew.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that, you know. I don't know, but like against a team like Newcastle, we're gonna need good deliveries from set pieces if we win.
And that's where this comment comes in. You're at home, play Elise. I see the point. I see the reasoning.
Tough.
I see it all. The thing is, as Palace fans, we see that front four working so well. But whenever they're all on the pitch, we play so bad. I don't know if you agree with me, Rich. I don't know if people in the comments agree with me. But I don't think we've had more than 40 minutes of good football with all of them in
When
the
it's
same in the team.
Zaha, Edward, and Elisa, you mean?
Yeah, I don't think we've played well for a long period of time with those guys because it's always a half. We play great for a half, but then we're crap the other half. Or we play great
But
for
on
20
the flip
minutes,
side,
dead, and then
we've not seen it yet with Decore Hughes.
yeah, I agree. And another thing that sort of sits on having Ayew in there to start, it would have the same effect that it had with Eze. Eze came on and changed the game. Last season, when was Elise best? Coming off the bench, changing the game. Remember, he didn't start against Man City, but when he came on, he made John Stones look like he's never defended in his life.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a tough one. Listen, no matter what, I guess if it's a case where it's still Richards and Hughes, I don't think we'll be too angry. Whoever fills that
Hughes
role
will help out Klein, won't he?
Yeah. So I think the problem will become if it's a Schlupp.
If it's okay, I'll put this in the comments. If it's Schlupp, Ayew plays. If it's Hughes, Elise plays. So let me go and change this now then. But really, I wouldn't be angry.
If Schlupp's playing, Ayew has to If Schlupp plays, Ayew has to play.
Definitely.
I'm sorry. We need that defensive cover.
But if I'm really honest, between Elise and Ayew, I would not be upset which one plays. I really don't think I would care.
What up, Nick?
Yo, eagle-eyed Siberia, just about to get out from the cold. It's been mad over here the last 2 days.
No, I can imagine.
But just quickly, have either of you seen Marcus Rashford? Because I don't think he left Nathaniel Klein's pocket. I'm looking for Rashford. I ain't seen him.
No, he got into the change room and pulled out his keys and he accidentally grabbed Rashford's nose.
Well, yeah, but I'm still putting an APB out on Marcus Rashford. I ain't seen him since the game. So I'm like, yo, where's Rashford today? Anybody seen him?
Lads, we've got them like... we've got them in like 2 weeks.
I reckon
can we not judge it?
But this is him. This is Nate, not me. Nate, why can't you just judge your own score predictions, man? Why you stop running away from me, man? I feel left behind.
And that's with him missing 2 fixtures as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Imagine I had put those fixtures in, it'd have been worse. You're lucky I missed them 2 fixtures.
Listen to what Martin says. You had 90 minutes against us. No, 85 actually. 85, Martin.
Hey, you willingly asked to come to Sellers Park for the game. So you yourself to blame on that one, Martin.
But Nate, are you happy with this starting lineup if we picked it?
Oh yeah, go unchanged. Why change a team that actually turned up for once? No sense.
Wait, unchanged? Nah, Mateta can't be playing.
As I said, I didn't mind it. I thought he played well. His hold-up play was very good.
Yeah, okay, granted, attacking-wise he was doo-doo, but his hold-up play was what we needed him for. Because he needed to rough up Martinez, because that little hobbit was getting too loud for himself. And what happened? He got his head busted open.
That's a fair shout. Nah, I think Eze needs to start this. I'm just thinking, with there being Bruno Guimaraes, I wonder if he can find the pockets behind.
No, I think he's back from his injury just for our
joking.
Game. I'm not joking.
Rich, you're talking about judging it, but look, the king of judging it is Tariq. So don't try it.
Now, to be fair, the community is saying it's Chino now, you know?
Yeah, Chino's got worse judge than Drake. That's mad.
Chino's, I think every team he predicted in the World Cup to win didn't win.
Yeah, they
Like,
flopped.
it was mad. Oh man. Yo, big up Rich Sports. This is can we fluke another win?
I wish.
Fluke another
Hopefully.
draw. Listen, you're just upset. Don't worry about it. It's all good. If that's Diego Dallo, is a 2-1 win for Palace. So you're only lucky Wan-Bissaka was there to save the day.
Yeah. Like only Wan-Bissaka can make Wolf switch sides. Like that's how mad it was. It was like Gaffer. I'm not having any joy. Can I change sides, please?
Gaffer, I beg you take me off Aaron's side, please.
You know what's funny? Elise must have been complaining bare quick because Zaha's only on the other side for like 10 minutes. And then he's there, Vieira's like, now come back.
Switch back.
Actually, no, that's a lie.
Man.
He put Edward there for a little bit, and Edward's like, no. So he's like, okay, come back.
And to me, Wolf's post match was funny when he goes,
Hey, that was
I looked behind me, I was like,
oh, it's Aaron.
oh, it's Aaron.
Well, look, if anyone knows what he can do, we know that. We were like, yeah, that's Wan-Bissaka. We should have known he'd do that.
Well, it's good to know that they're all still boys and that he's still like part of the Palace crew still.
Oh yeah, listen, man, that never changes. Unless you're John Bostock, but that's a whole different bottle of fish.
Big up James from AFC B Fan TV. Hope you're doing well. Oh wait, Bournemouth's got a tough game this weekend as well, haven't they? Is it Brentford they've got? Or was that last week? No, that was last week.
I don't know.
Oh snap.
Hold on, I'll tell you now. 1 second. All right, let's have a look. Come on.
Should we say our predicted 11?
Bournemouth have got Forest at home on Saturday.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, Bournemouth and Forest at home with Shane, with a live game on Saturday. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, 5:30. I'll still be at work.
Yeah. So John just he just tweeted me for the link. I was like, I sent it at WhatsApp. He probably didn't see it. And the thing is, he messaged me like 10 minutes ago. But obviously, anyway. Boy. So, JC, you'll say so.
Yeah, I was just saying, do you want to kick off this combined 11? But if he's coming now, then we'll hold that off.
Yeah.
Let me just pull all our Palace players out real quick.
I look at man just come in.
Hold on. Which one? The Chino one?
Yeah, that one.
Girl, stop shouting.
Peace.
We'll do this in a minute, yeah?
It's dead.
Hold on. Lewis.
It's dead.
Daddy duties.
Yeah, Rich is gonna sing for us now. Look at this. He's gonna get the auto tune.
Hey, JC,
Oh,
you
no.
might have to buy a mic like Kelechi.
It is charging, sweetheart.
Rich, do Kelechi.
Nah, I can't be taking Jollof Chatterjee's job, boy. Come here.
Jollof Chatterjee.
Come here. Let's see.
Oh, stop.
It's dead.
Okay.
It's dead.
Right.
Wan-Bissaka, two
I
Bissaka.
didn't do it.
See way. Big games, bottom ends of the table could decide fates for some teams.
That's the only thing that's kind of saving us at the moment.
They're all playing each other and they're not winning. They're all drawing. So
And you know what's mad, right? You see how we've got a very uncomfortable run for looking at our own fixtures. When we've got this run out of the way, we've got none of these teams are again, apart from Tottenham.
yeah, I agree with that, but I don't know. Can we win so many games in a row? I doubt it.
but when these teams are playing each other now, they have to play the big boys later.
Yeah. So they'll be
So-
scraping for points then.
Yeah, and we can say to ourselves, right, it's no big deal we lose to Man City, no big deal we lose to Arsenal. But we need to be getting the points when we're playing the teams in and around us and beneath us. But boy, Newcastle at home, it'll be fun.
It should be. Nate, please share your views on the Textor v Parish drama as we wait for John Sinclair to jump in.
When did Crystal Palace become a B-Tech version of EastEnders with this in-house drama business? What's going on? It's mad. Like, I read the article last night and I was thinking, okay, so Textor wants to spend money, but Parish is second guessing if Textor's actually committed to spending money, yet he's clearly said he wants to spend money. Am I missing something? I don't know. It's mad, but
Yeah, the part you're missing is allegedly Textor wants to take out a loan to spend money, but Parish don't want to go back into debt again.
okay, yeah. Well, I can understand why Parish is reluctant to do that because we don't want to go down the administration route again. But I mean, this is the thing we're getting into American money is that American owners don't work often that well. And even now, Todd Bowley, Chelsea are blowing their FFP apart. They, signing all these wingers. Chelsea are becoming wingers FC. I'm thinking, you've signed Mudryk, you're signing Madueke. Are they just signing hella wingers? What's going on?
I'm pretty sure if you could build a full 11 of like really good, nearly world class attacking wingers or forwards, you could build a full 11 at Chelsea right now just of those guys. But the thing that's funny is they've got midfield problems. They haven't bought a single midfielder.
They're still playing Mason Mount and Conor Gallagher, and the Chelsea fans don't like Mason Mount, and they're not too hot on Conor Gallagher either.
Yeah, and they've still got to keep calling on Jorginho, and Kante's always bloody injured.
It must be terrible for them having all these top class players. Must be terrible when they put them on big money and that.
Yeah, it must be terrible having that many good players in the squad that you can just rotate whenever you want and not feel the brunt.
I don't know how they do it.
It must be torture. It genuinely must be.
I don't know how they do it, lads. Honestly, I don't know how they cope with how good their team is. Yet they're in problems. Okay, mate. Okay.
Yeah, Louis is saying the same thing. Bruno Guimaraes is back for tomorrow. Chelsea, aka Chicken Singer FC. Hello, wingers. KFC's next.
It wouldn't shock me, though.
Hey, yo, man, do you take in Pat's joke?
Yeah, it might have to be looked at for that still.
Hey, yo.
That's a lie.
And no, wait, here it is. VAR, checking club badge. Newcastle. Penalty Newcastle. Potter saying you can play Sterling wing back and get away with it. Even I don't know. Sterling at wing back. Nah. Potter needs to get in the bin. Have you seen that he's trying to buy Casado from Brighton as well for 55 million? Mate, what's happening?
I was speaking to Brush about this yesterday. So basically, how Chelsea are doing it. Let's see, singing. What Chelsea are doing is that they're offering like long contracts, so like 8 years, and paying in installments because it stretches all across the 8 years, so it doesn't look bad regarding the FFP. That's how they're avoiding it.
Yeah, but if that's the case, in my opinion, the FFP rule is flawed then, because
it needs to be
it needs to be the player's total value, no matter how you pay it. If I pay you £1 today, but then £1,000 next year, then it's just nonsense. I think it should be the total value of the player is what gets put into that year's FFP, let's say, and then even if you pay it out over installments over how long you want to do it, you can. But the window you buy him, that's how much goes on your FFP record. Mudryk, 100 million. I've spent 100 million in this window so far.
That's
Not
100 million off the table.
Yeah, exactly. Not. It's 100 million, but we're paying it off in 8 years. So here's 12 for this year, and then there's 12 for next year, and there's 12 for next year. That it just doesn't work. The system's flawed, and put it this way, I really fear for the Premier League now, because if Chelsea are doing it, you know who has more money than Chelsea? Newcastle got more money than Chelsea. Man City have more money than Chelsea. So put it this way, those 3 clubs are just going to have the best player, like 2 of the best players in the world in every single position. And this league is going to be finished if they don't sort out that rule.
No, absolutely. Right. Guys, this, obviously, sincere apologies, is going to end up being quite a bit of a long preview. Our guest, John Sinclair, is on his way. But what we'll do is, when he does arrive, he's just messaged me saying he's coming, he's wrapping up something else, he's going to come on. We'll get him to do a combined 11, talk about Newcastle's season briefly, talk about the game, and I'll get him to message him his predictions, and then we'll wrap up. So please bear with us. Apologies if this is going on way longer than obviously usual, but we are just awaiting our guest and such. And maybe Jollof Chatted, you might give you some rhythms.
I ain't got my mic. I don't know where it is. If I had the mic, I would do it, but I can't do it with the mic I've got now. It has to be the gold mic. It means it means something. It's a iconic statement in the channel.
That was hilarious, to be fair. JT, talk about the transfer weekly and some of the players that you've been looking at.
Well, this week we've been looking at midfielders, and we talked about. I'm not going to say the second guy's name because I've still got no idea. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but we talked about Enzo Lefebvre, that Moroccan Dunny, and Sander Berg. I don't know which.
What's the Moroccan guy's name?
Moroccan Dunny, innit?
Man said Moroccan Dunny, you know.
So I'll ask you the question: if you guys have both watched it, out of the 3 that I spoke about, which one are you taking? Because in my opinion, I said it in the transfer weekly. I said I'm taking Enzo.
Right, they're all good players, you know.
But the thing is that I recorded that before Sheffield United got a transfer embargo, so Sander Berg could be on a very, very cheap deal. Because if anything for them right now, if anything right now, getting promoted is the worst thing that could happen to Sheffield United.
Yeah, because they're going to get slapped.
If they go up, they'll get killed because they can't buy no one, and they'll go straight down. No parachute payments, remember? So they'll just plummet. So the best thing for them to do is stay in the champ. So it wouldn't surprise me if they just start throwing games.
What's the reason for the embargo?
I'm not sure. I didn't read the whole article, but I just said it was. I think it's like some sort of stupid tax avoidance bullshit.
And we need to. Then you know what? In that case, give me Sander Berg. Give me Sander Berg.
Oh yeah, he's cold.
He's cold.
Massive help for Decore. He'd be a massive help for Decore.
Unbelievable player.
So, let's explore into the other guys. Now, what about Enzo? Because I know he's looking at the Bournemouth transfer right now, and if I'm honest, the 88 passing completion rate in the whole season so far, and he's played every game and started every game, and he's only got subbed off once all season.
Okay.
And he makes 4 tackles per game as well.
Oh, I swear. Just on the Sheffield United thing, basically they've been hit because it's a breach of a default of payments to another club. So they must have bought a player from a club, but they've defaulted on making those payments to him or to that club that they signed this player from. So they're moving like Simon Jordan back in the day. It's looking dodgy.
I'll tell you what, that could benefit us really well if we can look for some of their players, because let's be real. They've got other players in there. Like if we can't get Sander Berg, I take Norwood. He's a good player. I think they got a new young kid coming through, attacking midfielder. Very
They
good.
got, what's his name? Antoine Hackford. He's an
Yeah.
up and coming young striker. I wouldn't mind him.
Oh, definitely. Actually, there is just a few more comments before we dissect these other players. But Enzo Lefebvre, yeah, or Lefebvre, he's quality.
Definitely.
Right. Man, same here. JC, that's poetry emotion. I can't remember what you did. Oh, snap. I think we did the VAR thing right at the same time. Can Chelsea do a loan with their money? Forget Gallagher. I'm starting to think there's just better options out there. You know? I won't even lie.
Americans got the loophole. Pause. Yeah.
Just, Martin's wild, you know.
Hey, this guy is on pause watch like you wouldn't believe. Every other message from him in the group chat is pause. I went, is that Ferbs or Martin? What's going on? Who's on pause watch here?
This is it. You know what, Thunder? This is not a bad idea.
It's not.
Because we've got to stop them at the source, and they play through teams. That is, not a bad idea.
I've seen worse suggestions. So yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Chelsea have shot payments over many years. Why aren't more teams doing this currently? Why are the teams doing this more now?
They've been doing it from time. It's not a new thing.
Go football.
God, they're watching
Go football.
some highlights and she's just shouting. What are you watching?
Football.
Yeah.
Go football.
And such.
Go.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like because the Man City case was one of the biggest cases where it was really highlighted that something dodgy was going on.
Yes,
You know,
sponsor money.
Yeah, all the big clubs, they all do it. They probably file it under something else.
Oh yeah. It's no coincidence that City was sponsored by Etisalat and Etihad and all of that. I wonder why they're sponsored by those companies.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take a deeper dive into this. No. It's sponsored for you. It's nothing to do with Sheikh Mansour. Nothing at all. No, nothing at all.
One. Oh no.
And then even with this, like I mean,
Different.
I really hope it's true.
Different.
But when you talk about,
Different.
I'm coming to you.
Different.
When you're talking about putting out, like people will leave them alone knowing that 22 million is going to Ukraine. You know, I don't know. I hope it's true, but I won't be surprised if there's, you know.
That sounds like cap to me, to be honest. Like, I get the budget's Ukrainian, but like, what's 22 million going to do for the people that are currently living in fear of bombs? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to see that money. So realistically, it's all well and good. They're trying to make it out like, oh, look at us. We're sending 22 million to Ukraine. To who? Zelensky. Because the Ukrainian people ain't seen it. But
That's it. Is it a toy Mike, Premier League Junior? Yeah, what's your new man? Speak.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
But did you see the silence from all of us?
If we finish in the top 10, Rich T has to sing in the mic. He showed us, please and thank you. Wait, no. I've done my challenge. Me? I'm a free guy.
For this season, you're free. Not next season, though.
I'm done. I'm tired.
Hang on. No, last season was a chip challenge. This season...
No, it wasn't. It was the beginning of this season. We had Adam Pearson on.
Are you sure?
Yeah. He did the chip challenge for the Newcastle preview.
When we were away to Newcastle.
I'm going to fact check this.
Nah, don't even...
No, it is. Because it's in best bits, you can see a glimpse of the Newcastle shirt in the background.
Don't forget, JC, you said... Actually, no, let me not reveal it, actually. You did say that behind the scenes. I won't reveal it.
Say
The
what?
challenge that you said you were gonna do when it's your turn for the milestone. I'll
Oh
put it in the
yeah.
private chat.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember. I genuinely can't.
We'll talk about it when we're off air. That is, if John still hasn't found his way off the motorway from Newcastle, wherever the hell he is.
Yeah, you're right. It's this season, 4 months ago.
Of PTSD.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a good challenge. That'll be funny. That'll be a very funny stream.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's it. Medical.
Miss.
Medical, you know.
I'll take a draw in that one.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Chelsea versus Liverpool's playing. That's Eden Barroso.
Louis
It's
takes
gonna be funny to
Sandberg.
watch them duke it out. Two former titans of English football.
Mad, isn't it?
How ironic,
yeah.
as they're falling, Arsenal, Man United are coming back.
How it was meant to be. How it's meant to be.
Because I remember the Arsenal, Man United days. They were some games.
Oh, this is it. Hear me out, Sandberg as an FPL name.
Needs a bit of work, but it's not bad.
I just joined back and thought you were chatting about Enzo Fernandez. No, we ain't got peas like that.
Maybe if
Well,
Fletcher
we do.
sold
It's
Leon.
No, we do have money like that. It's just Josh Harris don't want to spend it.
Hello.
Owner in the Premier Man who's spending the piece.
Mate, if we brought Enzo Fernandez for the money, we would get chokeslammed by FFP.
Chokes them like the Undertaker. Oh yeah, 100%.
Honestly.
I think it's
I've seen the
Bogle.
new
It's Bogle, not Boyle. But yeah, he was at Derby. We was going to buy him a couple of years ago.
Can I introduce you and Andrea Pirlo? No, thank you.
Nah, Louis said something even worse.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. No.
I'm not even putting it on the screen.
No.
I'm sin binning your comment.
I'll block your comments for the next 5 minutes if you don't take it down.
I might want to delete that still.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ed gets benched again. Yeah, could
They
happen.
did in the world of good being benched, so it wouldn't actually be a bad thing. Although Palace Twitter will go to a meltdown. When don't they go?
No way. Again.
Hey, yo, Leo, what happened there?
Again.
What would they do?
I'm gonna have to look into that after that. Boy, they're
You
in
know,
problems.
Mafia moving mad.
You don't want to hear me sing. I promise you. Big up, Sean. Hope you're doing well, my guy.
No, Daddy, baby.
Hi, Sean. How's the Digicel today?
Daddy, you're good. 9-9.
And what will come back if you signed
Yay.
Enzo Fernandez? Yeah, 100%. We won't even make it to the next game week.
Let's go back to the transfer weekly. So we've just covered what today's one is. Last week's one, and I don't know about you guys, but I think Amrabat is definitely not happening. He's way too good for us.
This is it.
But
I'll be right back. We'll go to bed.
cool.
Yeah.
But Sasha Bowie, Nate, I think he'd be a big improvement to our team.
I'm not gonna lie. We get him, I'd be happy with just him. Because right back is for me the biggest problem in the squad, and that's not to knock Klein or Ward because they've never let us down since they've been at the club. But going forward, we need to fresh it up. You know what I mean? Like we need to be picking it up a bit. So
yeah, because he's very good defensively and he's very offensively good as well. He'll dribble with the ball, he can pass out, and he's actually a two-footed right back, which is something that is good to have because he can play left and right back. He's done it for Gala, and he's definitely not learned anything from Patrick Van Aanholt, which is great to see, I have to say.
So you can learn things from Van Aanholt. I didn't know that was possible.
The only thing you can learn from him is scoring goals because as a left back, he'd get you 5-6 goals a season somehow.
True, but you're not going to learn how to defend from him because the man can't defend.
Oh, defending ain't even his vocabulary. if he did GCSE spelling and the word defending came up,
He-
he's got no clue.
Just imagine him in a spelling bee. D-E-V-E.
No, he's in the spelling bee. It's like, what's defending? Scoring goals. What are you? A right back, a left back. Where should you be? Right wing, as far away from my position as possible.
What's the offside rule? I've never heard of it.
However, I will stick my neck on the line here. I reckon he would have done really well under Vieira.
Oh yeah. If you'd have given us Van Aanholt's attacking and Mitchell when he feels like it's defending, we would have had a relatively competent fullback.
No, I'm just saying Van Aanholt as he was. Like, I know defensively he was dead, but I genuinely think with Gay and Anderson as centre backs, it would have still been annoying to not have a left back, but it would mean that Anderson would have an extra guy to aim at on the wing, and we'll be immense going forward. We really would be.
Yep, the overlaps have been mad as well. To be fair, yeah, that's true.
Because I tell you what, I think under Allardyce, I reckon Van Aanholt is probably one of our best players.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, to be fair, we had Zeki Friars before he came, so like, it was levels. Do you know what I mean? Because we had Mariappa at left back for a whole. It was Ward at left back and Kelly at right back. Because we let Mariappa go after the FA Cup season. So yeah. Just mad.
This is a good comment here from Milo. When Anderson's back, should we push Chris Richards out to the right back position? I would. I definitely would.
Right back. That's a shout, you know. That is a shout. He's got the pace to play there, so that's actually a shout.
Yeah, because he had the pace because he kept up with Rashford, kept up with Anthony, and he put he put Rashford in a spliff. Rashford tried to cut inside. He's like, nah, kick it straight out from under his feet. I didn't think he was that fast. And when he was standing next to Wakehurst, I didn't think he was that tall either, if I'm honest.
Who's that, sorry?
Chris Richards. I don't think he was as tall as he was when he stood next to Wakehurst. He didn't look like he was getting towered over, and he was actually pretty quick because he kept up with Rashford, kept him very silent.
Hey, I never knew he was that quick, you know, but it's nice having a centre-back that's actually quick. Because having to watch James Tompkins and Martin Kelly run, although to be fair, Martin Kelly slide tackle a couple of years ago.
That was incredible. That was
made a thing about that. That was too funny.
It was Burnley, wasn't it? Man slid through Morley's.
Yeah. We've seen Mateta dribble through Morley's and Cellar Station and Martin Kelly slide tackle through Morley's. Only Palace.
And Jimmy Mack doing this outside of Morley's.
The worst reveal video in the history of football. Yeah! What the fuck?
Oh, man. It was cringe. It was so cringe.
It was painful.
Who else did I cover in my transfer weeklies? Harju Wright. I think we can use them if we're gonna spend 8 million. Use the money elsewhere. I think that's as far as I can go with that because if I speak anymore, I'll start cussing.
Sign an American Alexander Solo. No, thank you. 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 Once was bad enough. Not again. Not again.
Jan Bernat in episode 1.
That's the Spanish guy, isn't it? The Spaniard.
He got sent off in the Messi Ronaldo clash yesterday.
Oh yeah, the PSG. Yeah.
What I think from watching it, he lost his head a lot, and I'm not sure if that is because he's not getting enough game time. He was trying to show that he was trying to impress too much because he doesn't get the game time he probably wants. I don't know. I still reckon that they used us as a way of his agent flushing out a proper move for him. Because I don't see it happening. I think he's probably too good for us.
Same thing with my man last season. Who's at Fulham now? What's his name? Left back. Kazawa. They
Yeah.
did the same thing with him last season, heavily linking us with him. And I was like, no, this guy is not the answer at left back. Are you mad? You basically want a less crap French Patrick Van Aanholt. No, I'm not having more football terrorists at my football club. I had Van Aanholt and Wayne Hennessy. That tormented me as it was.
Definitely. And I think the final guy I covered was Haidara. That would be
Yeah, that's
incredible.
not happening. Unless we get some Qatari or Abu Dhabi or Kuwait man buying the club and saying, here's 600 million, go spend what you want. That ain't happening. I would love Haidara because that would make our midfield absolutely mad. But we know it ain't happening. So let's not.
Let's not even try and convince ourselves that there's a possibility of it, because there's no possibility at all.
We can't have nice things, JC. Even when we draw, you're seeing all the media say Man United lost. No, they didn't. They should have lost if Wan-Bissaka hadn't saved their ass. But,
exactly.
But I'm just seeing some Man United fans' reactions from the game. I'm like, yo, it's not that personal. Bloody hell. Relax.
All right. Let's do a combined 11. So obviously, we all know the rules. It has to have 3 players from each team.
Yeah.
So let's go. I think, should we take one each? Because I think that would be pretty the best way. I'll go first because it's the easiest position to pick, probably. Like, he's straight in there.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Why can't Alexander Isak? That kid is cold. Bruno Guimaraes. Right back, Kieran Trippier. I love Kleiny, but Trippier over Klein any day.
Almiron at right wing.
This guy, I can't stand him.
He always scores against us, even when he was shit. But now he's good. He's going to score 2 against us.
Innit?
He always scores a wonder goal as well. I don't know why.
It's always a worldie with this guy. It's like him and Lanzini. It's always some Argentinian Donny. It's so annoying. But Decore. I'm not having John Joe Voldemort in this, so now I'm saying Decore.
Maximan's injured, isn't he?
Yep, I think so. I hope so, because that guy can terrorize us.
Then Zaha.
Gotta be. What's his name? Dan Burn. That guy's a great centre back. It kills me to say it, but centre back.
Burn. John, you called this a bit late.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was caught on Luca's channel. I thought it was going to be an hour and 10 minutes, and then I quickly realised that I was late. But I also spoke to Jez as well. Jez from AFT from Arsenal and League Gunner's channel as well, and he is an absolute ledge. He's a great guy.
All right. Well, we were currently making our way through a combined 11, so we'll let you round this out. Or do you not agree with some of the players that we've picked? Would you change any of these?
For me, I would say, Bruno, that's fine. I'll put Joe Linton in as well, so I'm in a standing season as well. I'll put Joe on the left and Saha as a 10 role for me. Left back, it's going to have to be either Dan Burn or Mitchell. Tyron Mitchell as well.
You go Mitchell, yeah?
I'll play Mitchell left back because it'll be fair. I've got to try and be balanced as well. But Dan Burn's superb at left back as well. So at the back would be Sven Botman, Fabian Schär for me.
1, 2. We got our 3 Palace players in here, so it fits the requirements. I tell you what,
have an argument, to be fair.
yeah, I think probably the only thing I'll probably swap Joe Linton and Taha. That's probably the only thing I would.
Yeah, and if Joe Linton also track back as well, you can do that as well. Like, put Guimaraes over Bruno in the mid, and Joe Linton could just float anywhere,
Definitely. Listen, I think that if anything, this is probably the 11 that we was going to pick, but just with Dan Burn in here. I don't know about you, Nate.
What's that?
I said that this is pretty much the 11 that we were going to choose.
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair. Prior to Wednesday, we really couldn't put many of our players in here, so can't really have too many complaints.
100%. John, before we round out,
Yeah.
what was your thoughts on the game? How do you think it's going to go?
It's going to be a very tight game between two sides. I mean, if we got done by, I said James says earlier on, I mean, Isak should have scored that 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's trying to do a messy chip, and he got it all wrong. And Joe Willis scored, wash it over again. I can't see anything wrong with that goal. But Nick made 2 cracking saves. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a tight game. I think we just pip it. But Bruno Guimaraes, even though the reports come out tonight saying that he is fit to play, I wouldn't risk him. I'll play him on Tuesday, guys. But we still got midfield. Put Joel in midfield alongside Longstaff and Willock. And then put ASM on the left-hand side. And then that should go 4-3-3 as usual. But it's going to be a close game. I think Zaha would probably play as a false 9 for me. He'd probably play up front, in my opinion. At least he had a good game. He's got a cracking free kick. And it's going to be close, but I've got to say 1-0 to Newcastle. It's going to be very close. Because we got the best defence in the league. I mean, our back four's been outstanding. We've got Botman. You got Varman Shear. Those two are rock at the back. Nick Pope as well in goal, outstanding. Kieran Trippier as the leader. Dan Burn. I keep that quiet because I know he's playing for that team down the road. I think he's been absolutely outstanding. But watch out for him. He needs to cut out of pulling players' shirt because he has a habit of doing that. And at the minute, he's been getting away with it.
But yeah, I was speaking about it earlier on in the stream, and I'm saying I don't know how we're going to score because we couldn't score against Chelsea. We got very lucky with a worldie of a free kick to score against Man United. So I've got no clue how we're going to score today. Tomorrow, because I see us as we've got so many creative players, but we actually lack creativity, if that makes sense. So the team don't flow very well.
That's the thing. I mean, Vieira is supposed to be playing open attacking football. Do you know what I mean? And first season, I think he had a good season first season. Second season, look, I don't think you're scoring enough, and I don't think you're winning much games as well. That's your problem, yeah? I mean, I'm not going to lie, but you should be winning more games. You're not going to get relegated. You're not going to get into Europe at all whatsoever, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? But you got, how many points? 23 points in 19 games. Could do better. But for me, personally, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough for you guys. And, but you probably get a couple of chances. So I think you're going to defend well, guys. Do you know what I mean? But for me personally, we love playing away. We've scored 3 against Leicester, 4 against Fulham, 4 against Southampton. I was there for that game as well. We kept a clean sheet against Man United and Arsenal, right? And we're playing so well. We should not have got beat at Liverpool, right? That was controversial, by the way. The ref played 8 minutes, should have been 5. But at the end of the day, we're playing fantastic. And we're not scared of anyone now. We just go out and play our football. We press teams, press them high, and we get rewards.
Definitely. You guys are incredible. Probably the shock of the season, really. I mean, no one expected you guys to be up that high. And someone that's evidently missing from your team, who everyone thinks is probably your best player, or one of your best players, if not your best player, so Maximan. He's not featured in your team, most likely because he's injured. But how are you guys faring without him?
Look, we'd be winning games without him, by the way. I'm not going to lie. But Eddie Howe has his reasons why that he's not been in the team. I mean, his work rate is getting better. It does trust back now, right? And he works hard for the team. I get that. But at the end of the day, when he's on it, he is on it. When he's not on it, he runs in blind alleys sometimes. I still keep it at Newcastle. It's going to be a massive season for him. And I'll tell you something now, right? So we just keep going. And for me, I don't think ASM's the main man. Bruno Gamache is that guy. It's brilliant. And I do not think he'll be playing tomorrow. So I think you guys will be glad he may not be playing. Even though he's fit, according to Craig Hope, the North East correspondent, he said that he's made a remarkable recovery from his ankle. And he could be playing tomorrow, play some part tomorrow. But we need him for Tuesday in the Carabao Cup, because that is our massive game.
Definitely. What was your thoughts about letting go Chris Wood to Nottingham Forest?
My opinion, I mean, first off, I've got to say, I wish Chris Wood the best of luck, sort of thing. I wish him all the best in the future. Like, you know, he came here to Newcastle and done a job, and that was to keep us up. And he did that, yeah? He's never going to be a long-term signing, do you know what I mean? 25 million quid, right? I was a bit shocked at that. But seeing that, he's gone to Forest on loan. I think it's a 5 million loan fee. And then if he keeps him up, he can go for 15 million quid. So for me, I think that's cracking business all around. You know what I mean? Cracking piece of business. 5 million, you can afford to lose 5 mil. Because if we got relegated, it would have cost about 150 mil. Just drop out of the Premier League. But at the end of the day, I think, my opinion, I wish Chris all the best. I hope he does well for Forest, keeps him up. But we need another striker now. And I'm sure that Eddie Howe's got someone lined up. And I think that guy could be a young lad called Matthias França from Flamengo. 18-year-old, highly rated.
No, that's ours guy. We're looking at him. That's
Yes,
ours.
you are.
Yeah.
Who's he going to choose, Palace or Newcastle?
I was thinking that name sounded familiar.
You stay away, bro. That's tough.
Oh, you West Ham in disguise. Oh, you West Ham in disguise. Palace looking at a player. Yeah, let's jump on Palace's scouting radar. Maybe they can get the player for us.
Oh man, you guys need to stay away from Franco, boy. We've already got scouts in Brazil.
News, by the way, guys. I know it's just off topic. That Juventus being deducted 15
points. Yeah, we just heard.
And it's dropped down the mid-table, so they will not be getting Champions League this season. Absolutely no way.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It couldn't happen to a nicer club.
Wow.
There are a lot of players in their books that are going to be looking for a move now.
Oh, definitely.
So to get that money back, Vjalovic, right, could be on his way. Vjalovic. And I'll tell you what, though, I think Newcastle should be heaven on earth to get this guy.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I know we're not Champions League, but Weston McKennie, that could be a nice little shout for us. Maybe he'll be in next week's Transfer Weekly. We'll find out.
Well,
I think the last thing that I'll say on the Palace side is Malcolm is officially a Hull City player for until the end of the season.
Yeah, good luck, Hull City.
Yeah, all the best.
The injury wasn't actually that bad. It's just a little niggle. So he should be playing in the next game. I don't know who it's for. But John, before we let you go, you're going to send Rich all of your score predictions in a message probably. But what is your score prediction for this game happening on Saturday?
It's going to be very tight, and I'm not going to say it's going to either way. We've got the best defense in the country, but I'm going to say 1-0 to Newcastle because it's going to be so tight. I think Palace will defend as well. Newcastle will definitely keep a clean sheet again. We've got the most records of clean sheets. I believe we've got 11 clean sheets in the league, which is, I think, one more clean sheet, and we've got the record as well, I believe. So 1-0 to Newcastle, and I'm going to say Isak with the goal, and I think he's coming into it now. Like, he's got to start. I mean, Callum Wilson, I love him, but he's been off the piss for the last few games. And for me, I've got to say Isak all day long, but we definitely need a striker.
Rich?
Just no more Callum Wilson worldies, please. Last season, yes. And Almiron as well. That guy needs to get in the bin as well.
Yeah,
What's that? You haven't scored against any other Premier League team this season. Oh, I know who you're scoring against then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rich, what's your score
Yeah.
prediction?
Oh, no, I'm just getting Discord up because I can't remember what I put.
You know what's funny? I had done the exact same thing just now.
I went 2-2. I think there'll be goals in this one.
2-2.
Hey,
Fair enough.
2
Yeah,
Joe
what's
Linton own goals are doing me just fine.
There you go.
There you go.
Because we might not be the ones scoring.
Can you score a goal for us? Can you score a goal for us?
Wow. Be nice, but watch out for Sven Botman. That guy, for me, I think
He's
the best
great.
defender in the Premier League.
incredible.
Best defender in the
He's
Premier
great.
League for me.
JC, Hull City are currently playing Sheffield United. So they're playing that way. They're playing tonight.
okay. When did they kick off? They must have kicked off already, right?
It's the second half.
Let me check their squad. Sheffield United are winning.
I don't see Malcolm on the team sheet.
He's not there, and he's not on the bench, so he's probably just getting there. It only happened yesterday, so he's probably too late for him to play today.
Probably wasn't registered in time.
100%. Yeah, Nate, did you give your score prediction?
I believe. Well, I hope so because I'm not having another blunder like last time. I'm pretty sure I did. 1
You
second.
did. You
I
said,
did, yeah.
You said 2-1 Palace.
Yeah, 2-1 Palace. 2 Joe Linton own goals. And of course, a Miguel Almiron worldie from 45 yards out. Because what's that? Haven't scored against any other team in the Premier League. Oh, yeah, I know who you're scoring against.
Oh, he's scoring because of Jack Grealish. He needs to get in the bin.
I know, listen, I don't care. The man could literally be on a 900-minute goal drought. I know who he's scoring against. That's why I've cut a promo for it. So you know what's happening, people.
Yeah. I predicted 2-0 Newcastle. I'm not going to lie to you, boys. I've got no confidence.
Listen, that 2-1 is purely out of just sheer hope. Not even...
He's manifesting it into an existence.
But, just quickly on the Tottenham City game last night, I couldn't believe expressions. He had me dying.
That was so funny.
Yeah,
So
Chicken Royale. What
do you want, you walking Malteser blood?
Hey.
Boys, have you got anything else you'd like to ask John?
Can you give us some points, please?
Hey, if you can't spare points, find us a half decent owner like you lot got, because this Parish Texter fallout is just mad.
That's crazy. 100%.
I tell you what, Jamal Lascelles is available if you want him. Lascelles is available. Jamal Lascelles.
Oh no, we've got centre back covered.
No, we don't have Lascelles over Tompkins, so I'm not against that.
Yeah, I'd have Lascelles over Tompkins.
Yeah.
No, but we got Richards and Gay, so we'll find then Anderson comes back, so we'll be all right.
Yeah, but don't worry, we've got the world's best centre back coming back off injury, Nathan Ferguson.
Sorry.
I tell you what, though, off top of the stadium, I think Conte won't be there. Conte, we gone, mate.
Him, Potter, Moyes,
Lampard.
yeah.
Lampard. You think Potter will go? Even Potter will go?
Chelsea, John.
Yeah, Todd Boyle seems like he's a crackhead.
Listen, the man was in a Chelsea Twitter space. I'm like, yo, that's mad. What is he doing in a fan
He's
space?
just buying everyone, and he's just gonna go, yo, Potter, get out of it. Lewis Enrique.
I knew Ted Bowley was tapped when he said he wanted to play a 4-4-3 formation.
Yeah. What?
John, what have you got coming up on your channel?
Okay, I'm doing the warm-up show tomorrow at 4:00, and I'm going on Pete Proudlock's channel for the watch-along. I'm going to try and do the review as well after the game, probably about 8:15. If not, I'll do it the next day. But other than that, I've got the transfer show coming up soon, so check us out. And then hit the like, subscribe button as well. John Sinclair TV down there. Just hit the subscribe button, and it'll be a fantastic help, Palace fans.
No, 100%. John's a top lad. It's such a shame he's working because he was actually going to make the trip down and stuff. Me and John's been communicating. Basically, it would have been the case had a ticket not been found like on Palace Twitter. I was going to give him my ticket to watch the game because he's a top guy, man. He's always been supportive as well. So yeah, it's a shame he's working now.
I know, working till about 1-2 o'clock. About that time, I'm going to be struggling to get there, sort of thing. So
yeah,
I'm gutted. I would have loved to be there.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, JC, Nate.
You got to address that Vibes comment, Rich, please.
Oh, what's he done?
Hey! The extra time. Quality, man. Give us a start. Give us a start.
That has to be starred.
And that's going to be timestamped on 25.
Oh, Vibes. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play.
Boys, thank you everyone very much for watching. It's been a little bit of a longer one today, but it's been worth it. We waited for Big John and he's come through. So John, thank you very much for coming on today. It's me, JC. That's Nate. That's Rich. We are Eagle Eyed Football and we're out.
Up the Palace.
Eagles!